for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Washington now brings this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Powers through him. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Going quickly here to Thomas. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback late. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Play action now, Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick-6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Washington now brings this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Jameis now on first down. The defense gets a hand on him, but he still grabs it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Winston now from the 50. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger, 26 yards. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. throwing the touchdown here to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On a slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Winston to throw for it on 4. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tay Crowder putting in the work and getting that stop defensively. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A first down carry for Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it has worked.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 32 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Winston. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. Jameis to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Working out of the gun. Winston. In the hands of Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Winston. Down inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Again, it's Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Up the middle with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 90 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Throwing Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A second down throw for Winston. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll throw again. Winston. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, 44 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Barkley, inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He finds his man complete. That's Hudson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. A handoff to Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is